We're twinning, sort
I
of.
know.
I was like hoping to go for more of like when you were competing, but yeah.
Hi guys! I'm super excited to present my first official interview for the channel with none other than the world champion of Gundam TCG himself, Jay. Join me for this exclusive interview where I get all the juicy details from the world champ himself on his love for Gundam, his top meta tips, and his full world championship journey, and how you can do it yourself as well. So let's go! By the way, special shout out to Steven and Stubaki for setting up this interview. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And now let's move on to the interview. Yay! Pew, 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 pew.
Like, I want to cosplay Jay for this. Do you have like a favorite love interest? Yeah! So if Blurple were to get banned tomorrow, what would you play? What would be your top deck pick for GDO4?
Right now, I personally think after I finally won, I guess. Wow, that's crazy. Especially like how I got there playing LCQ and stuff. It was like everything was just very surreal. It was like a dream essentially.
Thank you so much for watching this interview. I'm very excited to bring you an interview with the first ever world champion of of Gundam TCG. Jay, welcome. Thank you for joining the call. He fought through the greatest players in the world to make this historical achievement, and I cannot wait to see and tell you guys about how he feels about the game, the meta, and Gundam in general. So welcome. Thank you, Jay, for doing this interview with me. Thank you. So let's start with the most general basic questions. Are you a fan of Gundam, or are you only into the card game?
I'm kind of a fan. I'm more casual, so I wouldn't know like the political stuff or like very deep into it, but I've watched a decent amount of series, yeah.
Oh, which one would be your favorite series?
I think it's probably going to be Gundam Wing, actually.
Oh,
It's a hard choice. It's either like Wing or maybe like Double O, but yeah, I think Wing for now is what is my favorite.
Aw, such a classic. Do you play any other TCGs other than Gundam?
I've actually played a ton of TCGs in my past. Yeah, but currently mainly focusing on Gundam. I've played One Piece, a bit of Magic. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Way back in the day, and I played like maybe Vanguard back like a little bit, Vice Schwartz a little bit. Like I've played a lot of different ones, yeah.
Oh wow, okay, you're very experienced then. This is my first TCG, so I've only played Gundam. So I don't really like know much about anything else except for the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has super wordy cards. Like that's the only
Yeah.
So
You
wordy.
can just like look at the card of like, oh, it's like reading a book almost.
Exactly. I'm like, I refuse. Immediately, no, I'm not playing this. Yeah. So question from Finding My Grandma on YouTube. So, I just asked you what's your favorite Gundam series, but what would be your favorite mobile suit?
Well, since you know Gundam Wing's my favorite, it's actually going to be Wing Zero, but the Endless Waltz version because of the wings. The wings are so pretty.
I know. Do you have a model? Did you ever like build one or buy one?
I built two way back in the day because I got them as gifts. One of them was a Destiny Gundam, also very pretty wings, but and then the other one was like a Strike Rouge essentially. I have a few lying around that I haven't touched yet. Like an Exio one, but like yeah, it's just time. It's hard right now. Yeah.
Well, everyone and their backlogs, and then whenever my friends tell me about like their backlogs, I'm like, it's okay. It still looks pretty in the box, you know. The box is all pretty.
I was like, I just wanna keep it in case I ever just wanna look at it.
Exactly. And then our next fan, Jeremiah Atento from YouTube, he asks you your favorite Gundam protagonist and antagonist and why.
Okay. Maybe all my answers are just gonna be everyone from like Gundam, because that's like the most memorable. But yeah, I can't say okay, I guess for sure Hiro definitely up there, but I guess also Kira would be one of the favorite ones. Yes.
Yeah, classic. One of the best pilots in the game right now too.
Oh yes. Antagonist, I'm not so sure, but let's just throw in everyone from Wing. So like, let's throw in Zex right now.
What about, do you have like a favorite love interest or?
Oh right, yeah, that one. I'm gonna choose Kira and Lacus.
Yes!
Lacus. Oh, I don't know why. Those two just make like a very cute and like
Mhm.
wholesome couple.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you chose my favorite characters, huh?
Me too.
Yay! And then we have Enroneri 6389 on YouTube. He also he decided to ask you, what is your favorite grunt suit?
I think. Okay, they might not qualify, but I'm gonna choose like Gao and like Baku and like all the
Oh,
sand
so cute.
doggies on the
Yeah.
desert, just cause like they remind me of like Zoids and stuff. So it's like kind of
Aw.
cool where they have like either missiles on the back or like the sword. They're
Yeah.
holding a sword in their mouth. It's just super.
Oh, that's so cute. I was thinking, like, given that you're a Blurple player right now, like, is he gonna say gun tank or egg shock? Because everyone uses them in their meta decks. Yeah.
No, it's real relevant, but I think the doggo part is like too unique in its aspect. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. So let's go on to Gundam TCG. So first question, what's your favorite card and your favorite alt art?
Alt art. Favorite alt art, excluding beta. Otherwise, okay, if it was beta included, it would be Overflowing Affection with Lacus on it easily.
Yeah.
But without that, it has to be Awakened Potential now because of the Lacus and the Kira. That was just really pretty. But for Gundam, I'd still go with Wing Zero. Yeah, Wing Zero.
Oh, you're a true fan of Lacus.
Yeah.
I've been trying to acquire that card, and then like right now I regret so much not buying it when it was about, I think it was like 1600 or like 2000. So now like when you look on TCG Player, like I think last time I looked it was like either 10 grand or 6,000. I was like,
yeah,
I can't afford this. I can't dump this into a card. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping maybe like it would get a reprint later and not be beta exclusive, but then once they announced beta exclusive, I'm like, I'm never getting this. Basically, it's too hard.
Exactly. Moving on to the next question. Again on YouTube, Find My Grimoire asks, "What's your top 3 favorite deck archetypes?" And it doesn't need to be meta, so any.
I think one of the Zaft decks, either red, I think red white is a really good seed like Zaft kind of deck. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I like that synergy. Wing, I wish I could play it, but every time I play the deck, it just bricks on me. I don't know why. I either just get flooded with like pilots and top end or no blockers, and I'm like, I can't play this deck. I don't know how, but I just can't play it. But I just want to play the Wing deck because obviously Wing Zeros or like Wing Gundam is one of my favorites. So a little sad that it never works out when I play it. And then lastly, what's a fun one? Let's see.
Let's see. We have Clan that people tend to play. The O, but I don't know if you like this like super blocker heavy deck. What other deck archetypes do you like to play? Oh, we have the what's it called? We have purple red. I've seen a few purple red. Oh, we have purple. We have red blue as well. That's becoming.
Oh wait, yeah. Red blue definitely very fun. Yeah, I think I would choose the Pepsi red blue. Yeah, it's just like super RG. Sometimes you just hit everything, and sometimes it's like, but super fun to play.
Would it be like your, I don't know, arch nemesis when it comes to Blurple? What would be the deck to see and you're like, I hate this?
Yeah, basically when I play Blurple, I pray I never see a red deck because it is like my worst. It's like my worst enemy. It's like they just hit life and then they ping 2. It's like, oh, my unit's just dead.
Exactly.
Like, but yeah. But on the opposite side, it's just fun to play.
Exactly. Oh man, every time I use Blurple and then I go against the red deck and I see there are resources remaining, I'm like, you're just waiting for me? Like, kill me now. Why wait? You're gonna wait for me to do something. It's so annoying. So annoying. Raj on Instagram, he asked, which meta was better? Blue-purple meta or GD01 blockers or Wing Zero or 1 Year War?
I think I personally preferred GTO 1 meta. I played GTO 1 meta a lot.
Oh.
But yes, but I was playing blue-white, which was like okay into everything, but at the same time wasn't like super good into a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I think that was my deck of choice. And Blurple meta is just like a lot of Blurples or a lot of like red decks now.
Yes.
Like that's okay, but I prefer, I guess, grinding it out and playing the value game, I guess.
Yeah.
More control based, yeah.
Exactly. Oh, I'm surprised you like to play. I mean, I'm surprised that GTO 1 you played blue white, because normally I feel like aggro players that I've met, they're like, I don't want to touch blockers, like never. So you guys
I know,
play
right?
the
It was
30-minute
surprising
rounds, and I hate it so much. You know. Yeah.
I guess part of it was because I like Kira, and like Freedom is like pretty iconic, so I want to play Freedom. So if I couldn't play Wing Zero, even though it just never worked for me, so I played Freedom. So that was my kind of style, I guess. So after that, it was like I just stuck with it.
Oh, that's good. So next question would be, which Gundam series that is not already in the card game would you love to see join the card game?
Ooh,
That's
this
a bit
one
tough.
I might not have an answer to. I think most of the ones I've seen. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. I think either SD Gundam or something to do with Gundam Build. Oh man, I haven't watched it in so long. But basically, all, like the kids, they bring their own like made Gunpla, but it's like sometimes pieces of different Gundams. I think that would be kind of cool.
Oh, that's so wholesome, man! I'm really excited for the upcoming meta, just because I want to. Okay, don't take offense, but I want to see something other than Blurple face in the top. Like the recent regionals, Blurple has been in the top every single time, and I was like, something else, please, something else, switch up the meta so we can see other types of things that like would top as well.
Yeah. I think once GTO 4 rolls around, I think we'll finally see something different, and hopefully not aggro oriented. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Interestingly, today, like I went to a new type, and then the top one, like the first place was a wing deck, so green white wing, which did really well because there were a number of Blurple players, and also there were a number of red players as well, so I managed to beat those. And then the second place was the O, which was a little bit expected, but at the same time, I'm just glad that like Wing's back. I'm so happy that we're finally going to see some of the other mixes.
Yes.
Yeah. Next question, I think it's pronounced Blade User 619 on YouTube. They ask, would you be down for a 6th color to be added to the game? If so, what would you want its main function to be? It can be support, it could be, I don't know, command heavy, or counter something in particular.
I think, yeah, Gundam's the only Bandai game right now that doesn't have like a 6th color. Like I know Digimon and One Piece has a 6th color, and they have yellow, which is like to do with life or shields essentially. They either like replace or look at and function that way. I feel like we might not get it till super late, just because I think by now they would have introduced a new color, and I think in the new starters there's also no new color yet.
Yeah.
So, but if there was a new color, hopefully more. The purple already has graveyard recursion and stuff, so that's part of its theme. Let's say something along the lines of destroying your own unit to play it earlier, but also like absorb its stats kind of deal.
That's pretty good.
That'd be something interesting and not already in the game, I think.
And then if you manage to pair that up with Lupus and fill up your trash that way, wow, that would work really well, I think.
Like multiple swings or like something to like cheat out essentially, or just get bigger bodies and stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly. That's sort of like the new Destiny that came out, the purple, where you can use your own card to switch up or dig something out of the trash, and then something that's stronger. Yeah. Roneri 6389 on YouTube asks, do you think any monocolor decks can perform competitively right now?
Okay, if they can splash in like 2 to 3 cards of other colors, I definitely think mono decks can make it. Mono purple, I think, can do pretty well if they splash in like 2 or 3 white cards.
Yeah.
Just to like filter. I think that's a viable option. I think we've seen blue Earth Federation do pretty well as a mono deck.
Yeah.
And technically, I think red sometimes can do well, but because it's red, it's like super RNG.
Yeah.
But I definitely think mono decks can do it. We just need a bigger pool of cards, I think.
Exactly.
For it to make more sense to fully run a mono deck, yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely doable.
I think so. Definitely, like, even right now with the new GDO4 coming on, also the news, what's it called, SD09, we're seeing like different types of white cards, which like it's no longer just blockers. It's the more aggressive cards that they also added in, which is interesting. I want to see someone play like a mono white deck and then make that work. I think it'll be very interesting.
Yeah, I think the closest I've seen as a mono white is like they played the aggro with like the super block Gram and thing, and it's like pretty close to doing pretty well. They just need to not run out of gas, which is kind of hard if you're playing mono white though. Yeah.
Full disclaimer, I'm not gonna this is a secret sort of, but sometimes when I want to just rest from practicing, my meta decks, I go on I go build a deck that's just full blockers, so it's just pure white and pure blockers, just to annoy them, just to annoy the opponent, and then afterwards they start sometimes it's funny because sometimes they actually start trolling me back. I was like, why are you playing this card? Because they're trying to imitate me essentially, and I was like, okay, fine. You guys are not fun.
No, I get it. Playing white with blockers, definitely you get to control the flow of this game.
Exactly. So if Blurple were to get banned tomorrow, what would you play?
I would just go back straight to blue-white. Maybe the O, maybe not the O, but definitely blue-white was like my comfort pick essentially.
Aww.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried the O?
Yes, I've actually played it in preparation for nationals and stuff. I played a bit of everything when I was practicing to see what deck I felt I would do well or was comfortable with. And the O was also always really good if you got there, but the issue was getting there. It was really hard because all the aggro decks like Blurple, When You're War, stuff like that. Yeah. It just made it super hard to get there. So I figured I'd just play the other side, which is Blurple.
Exactly. Now when I watch other people play the old decks, I'm like, what? Once you get to level 7, let's just say, you're pretty much going to, you're pretty much going to control the game.
Yeah, you have pretty good control for the rest of the game. You can close it out slowly. But
Exactly. Do you still play Blurple right now in the current, I guess, when you go to store tournaments or NTCs, or are you sort of switching it up to try something new?
I want to switch to purple-white, but I've been too busy, so I've just kept the deck the same, in the same sleeves and everything, so I was like, okay, I'll eventually, when I have time, switch it out, but right now, it's just as is. I just literally took out 2 Corsica base and put in 2 white base because of the ban list, and I was like,
I see.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, if we were to ever play against each other in an actual event or tournament, as soon as you sit down and you take out your Blurple deck, I'm like, should I just concede now? I think I'm done.
No. Definitely winnable. I could definitely brick. It's okay. Don't worry.
Oh, that's true. The chances are very low, but yes, not none. Yeah. Aww.
But even if you lose, let's say, I'm sure you'll learn something from it.
That's
true.
True.
If you play that side, yeah. Either way, it'll be fun if we ever play.
I know. I hope so. Basically, we've seen units change colors lately, like Academy going from white to green, and then the whole mix-up. And then we also saw New Gundam being green in GDO5, and then Strike Freedom being blue. What are your hopes for these color changes, and what do you predict? And do you predict a green Admiral or a blue Char one day?
I think given enough time, I'm pretty sure we'll finally have different color palettes. Like how Soletta now is green as well as white. I think given a few more sets, I hope that happens so you're not color locked to one color.
Yeah.
But then I don't know how good their effects will be. Like, you know how Char right now is like technically green and white, so they're really locked into that color combination.
Yes.
I really hope eventually it'll be one, or maybe like you have choices to, so you
Yeah.
more deck building essentially.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. Aww. Once they announced that they were going to, I guess, like ban some cards to sort of counter the Blurple meta, what was your biggest fear? Like, what did you not want them to do, but what did you think they were gonna do? I guess.
I definitely thought they would hit adapt if they wanted to slow down Blurple, but they hit only Corsica, which is, I guess, not the best if they wanted to change the deck.
Yeah.
Because it's very minor difference. So I thought they would do more than that if they wanted to like actually like kill Blurple out of the meta. So I guess adapt would be the main thing they would hit, but
Yeah.
I guess Bandai being Bandai, they just wanted to deal with it later, I guess. Once GDO4 comes out, maybe the meta just switches enough that Blurple won't be a thing.
That's true. I do believe that they are releasing quite a bit of cards just to counter the Blurple and that meta, so it'll be interesting. I think once you know GDO4 comes out, definitely things will switch up more, I guess.
Hopefully, but I'm pretty sure, as always, there's always going to be one aggro deck. I just probably won't be Blurple this time, just because of all the anti-ping cards or like other cards.
But I'm really glad that we always have the selection, because in GDO1 it was 1 year war, so you had that option if you didn't want to play blockers. And then in this meta we have what's it called? We have Blurple, so it's pretty fun. I think it keeps it so that people who don't want to be playing quote unquote the dreadful blockers, they can play something else instead.
Yeah, definitely blockers for some people were like, oh my gosh, this wall just won't stop.
I know. Oh, I was planning to play and practice the O for like my upcoming NTCs or like store tournament. But then I was like playing it on MSA, and then I said, I hate this. I honestly hate this. Just like dragging it on and on and on when I just really want to go in and do something. So then I decided to do wing instead, and I'm practicing that. It's
O's kind of hard. Yeah, you just gotta hope you draw your blockers and get there.
Exactly. Yeah. I sort of asked a question similar to this, but what would be your top deck pick for GDO4?
Okay, I wouldn't say I have a top pick right now. I haven't brainstormed what would be the best things to play yet.
Yeah.
But right now, I personally think I'm on some kind of unicorn package to test it out. Like the new unicorns or like the new pilot pretty, and then the other one was like the Neo Xeon, the level 9, or like the final boss of that deck, basically.
Yeah.
Which, if it somehow gets out, like it seems unstoppable if it comes out.
Exactly.
Those are like probably my 2 picks.
Oh, it is definitely like an end all card. I find it very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, once it comes out, it's like, oh, what do you do? It's so hard to get rid of, and like your units just die if they play a different unit. It's like crazy.
Exactly. Oh man, I really dislike playing against Unicorn. Especially, I'm like, if I attack you, why do you get your pilot back? Since when? Like, there's no other pilot that allows you to go back to your hand and then what, you link it again and then attack me again. It's like, oh, it's so annoying. I hate that type of function that it has. So
yeah, it's so good. It's +2/+2. It draws and it like recycles. I'm like, yo, it's like the best pilot you could ever ask for. Yeah.
I know. Oh my god. But I do like the card art for Unicorn. Like all of its alt art, including its like LR. So pretty. It's so well done. Yeah. Okay, so non-beta card, and other than Awaken Potential, what's your favorite unit card? Like in terms of the art.
That's not Wing Zero related.
yes,
okay, not Wing Zero related. Not. It has to be a unit. Hold up. Oh man, there's so many units. Let me just brainstorm.
I think it depends on the art style, because we do have the first form alt, which is really pretty. That type of watercolor I think is really nice. But then we also have the what is it? Yeah, that type of like
Oh, the
comic.
Goose Street remake, yo, that like
Comic.
monotone kind of scale is like, oh, that's also really nice.
Oh. Did you bling out your deck? Speaking of which, are you bling?
No. I don't really bling out my decks. I'm more like just a player. So get altered. I can't say I would have to get like a full playset if I ever want to play them. So it's like usually I just get like one just for personal collection essentially.
Oh yeah, true. Me too. I'd like to get one of each if I could as well. Not, I don't collect playsets. It's too expensive. My wallet can't handle.
Exactly.
Next question. Let's move on to talking about World Finals. So, can you talk a little bit about your journey to the World Finals? For example, which region did you talk to get invited and things like that?
Okay, so I actually didn't top our regionals. I actually went to play the LCQ in Vegas. So I basically did like a miracle run, go through LCQ, then go through day 1 and day 2. LCQ, I was top 8. Then day 1 after Swiss, I was actually like 15th to sneak into like top 16. Then had to play day 2. Basically lost every dice roll because it was based off your Swiss ranking. So they would have priority to take which if it went first or second, it would be their choice because it was so bottom of like top 16. And then yeah, luckily closed out and came third, and then on to Worlds. Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard. I was also there at the Las Vegas Bandai Fest, and the first day, so that was my first time experiencing something like an LCQ. So I think at most I've only played 5 rounds before, so I've never played like 10 rounds of.
Oh yeah.
Of this,
if you haven't played like a super long day, yo, it's really grueling. It's like mentally draining. Yeah, you would need to be like super prepared mentally. Like it's gonna be a long day.
Exactly. At one point, I think once I lost, I think like 2 to 3 games, I believe, and I was like, I think I've had enough. My brain doesn't function anymore. And I've been like, I kind of recognize my mistakes that I've been making during the LCQ, so I was like, I think I'm good. Like, I'm not gonna do any better than this. So then I dropped, and then I went to do the side events where I got tons of prizes. So I was very happy with that. Yeah. Well, congratulations! All respect.
Thank you.
Respect. I truly know how like mentally, what's it called, tiring it is. Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Especially if like some people don't run on like food or drinks, like because we're like in that one convention center. It's really hard sometimes. Yeah.
I know. Oh, I can't do it.
It's okay. You'll get used to it.
Hopefully, if I ever make it there. Overall, how was the whole experience? What were your favorite and least favorite aspects of the event?
For Worlds, right?
Yeah, for Worlds or for Bandai, whichever.
Okay, well, favorite part I guess has to be like winning it all, but like besides winning it all, I actually met a lot of cool people there. So I was like very cool to interact with different players from different regions, like their thoughts and like how they view the game, how they play the game. Very cool to like meet all of them. Even they even like some of them gave out like little freebies to like pick up from their region or stuff that they made. It was really cool. Worst part, I think nothing too bad on them, but like I guess this year there wasn't like an audience or anything. So we were just playing in like a closed room.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's like the only small gripe about it, like or the small difference compared to let's say previous years where players played in front of an audience that had viewers, had like a big they were streamed in front of others. But, like yeah, I think that's the only thing. Some players really wanted like an audience.
Yeah, I can imagine that. How did you? I guess like this is like one of my like personal questions because I've always been so curious. How did you feel about the judge sitting right next to you and like feeling their breath right here? Like, and then you're just, I would be so intimidated and stressed out at that point. But or were you like completely tuned in where it didn't bother you at all?
Definitely a little nervous to say the least, just because like I don't really like playing on stream, let's say, just because like all the lights and all like the judges are right beside you. After Like, yeah, even the first one, I was so confused on what to do. I think if you've seen me play my top 8 game, I wasn't sure where to put my banished or like my removed cards from Lupus. And I was just I looked, I was like, okay, I guess they'll tell me eventually because like we have a communication barrier.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things like, I have to do regarding the stream or like how I place things.
Yeah.
But overall, they didn't interfere that much so it was just like me playing a normal game for the most part. And luckily, all my opponents spoke good enough English that I could just like
Oh, okay.
play normally, and wasn't there any like barriers essentially.
I see. Were there like some super odd rule that you had to obey, or was everything just so very reasonable?
I think most of it was pretty reasonable. I guess the only one is like they had to take our phone away on the last day, just for I guess for safety or like streaming rules that they had. I think that's the only thing that was kind of weird.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's okay. I guess that's feasible. But at the same time, just like during the competition, you're gonna take our phone, like, oh, just let me check my messages real quick. Like, I just want to do that anyways. So weird. Oh, but I'm glad you had such a good experience at the seems. Did you get like breaks in between where you guys can eat and I don't know, just to have a rest, or was it just like rounds after rounds after rounds after rounds to keep it going?
Yeah, for the most part, in day 1, it was just round after round. If you ended early, then I guess you had time to like have a quick snack or a quick drink. But for the most part, it was like very little. There was no time set aside for lunch essentially, or like any food breaks essentially. So you just kept playing, and like yeah, it was just like for the entire day for first day. And then second day, like similar, but more time in between just because it would be on stream, so there was like extra time for in case anything went wrong and stuff like that. Yeah.
I see. Oh, that's good. I guess like the second day would actually be better. Like it's an actual better, I guess, more pleasant experience compared to the first day. Even though you're, I guess, maybe a little bit more nervous because you are competing for like the top positions now.
Yeah, definitely second day's more nervous, but yeah, first day was definitely more time constrained basically.
Do you happen to have any type of like nervous, I don't know, like body side effects? Because like when I get nervous, my stomach starts hurting, and then all of a sudden my palms are sweating, and then just like, and then all of a sudden like I don't function as well as I would normally.
Yeah, sometimes I like to crack my thumbs or like my fingers to yeah, I sometimes just get really nervous, like, okay, that's how I like kind of de-stress or stuff like that, basically. Mainly just cracking my fingers, yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not too bad. Doesn't affect much. Next question. Kodiak on Instagram asks, how many iterations did it take for you to settle on your final deck list?
I guess I'll explain why or how I got to choosing Blurple first and then iterations, yeah. So, I played, I think like most of the decks I thought were pretty good at the time, and played a couple of games each to see how it would go. So I played like red, white, Blurple, Pepsi, blue, white, and I think my final 2 choices were always going to be either Pepsi or Blurple. And then the main factor I chose Blurple in the end was basically the consistency factor, and that's how I ended up with Blurple. And then for the deck list wise, for the most part, it's pretty consistent with everyone else's. There's only like 3 real cards I ever had to like debate whether to include.
Yeah.
Basically Rebake, NT1, and Angsha.
Yeah.
And yeah, besides those, pretty much the same deck list as most people.
In terms of the actual competition, one of the questions that I had was, in terms of your side deck, how did you come up with those? Was it just to play against the different types of meta decks and then just adjust your decks accordingly?
So the main reasoning behind my side deck is what is my worst matchup, because we're playing in a BO3 format.
For sure, yeah.
I think Blurple is pretty consistent into most decks. It's as expected. Red is like literally the bane of its existence. Any red deck, red, white, red, blue, I just cannot deal with if you play Blurple, right? So
Yeah.
my sideboard is more mid to late game heavy.
Oh,
that
yeah.
can play into red decks much better, essentially. So
Oh,
that's probably why I played them. Yeah.
that makes sense. Collision on YouTube asked to Jay Sensei, what did you sub out in between games during the finals, and what was the reason for it? And then he said, from his student.
Alright, collision. What I subbed out, I think for the most part, I definitely subbed out one show resolve in the final game, and I sided in the fourth form as like the one card I sided in for game 3. For what I sided in game 2, I sided in Fatal, but I don't. Let me see. What did I take out? I think I might have taken out a 2-2. Is most likely what I took out, because I'm going second in that match. I think. Wait, hold on. No, I went first. Sorry, I didn't side a 2-2 then, because I'm going first because I lost game 1. Side, but was it show? There's no way. The NT1. I usually keep all my 2-2. I think I might have. Yeah, I think maybe a 2-2 is what I sided out. Very unlikely, but I'm thinking back of like, there's not really much options if you're playing the mirror, because my options are either that, Hyakurin, or show or resolve, essentially. Those are my 3 choices I can take out. So most likely a 2-2, just because I was playing 9 at the time.
I see. For my personal question, because I was watching you play live, and then I was very shocked to see you sub in the fourth form. That was very unexpected when you pulled out that card. I was like, huh, why? I don't understand. How does it help you in mirror matches?
Okay. That was half serious, half not serious.
Okay.
I only sided it in because I'm going second. It's like a good catch-up card sometimes. Because it has suppression.
Yeah.
So it's very unexpected. So sometimes, let's say they're at 3 life and they think they're safe. If I just blink it on turn, then it's like, if they don't hit a base or anything, then it's like that could just end the game. So it's like it's supposed to catch people off guard. But like the extra 1 damage ping to increase AP by 1, sometimes it's helpful.
Yeah.
The body itself with 5 HP is also kind of helpful. But it's more like, I wouldn't say there's a real reason, but more like a gut feeling, I guess. I just felt like putting it in. Yeah. I was like, it's on my sideboard. I'm like, yo, it would be pretty cool if this showed up on stream, and then it kind of did.
Yeah, it did. Everyone was shocked, including me. I was like, huh? Okay, interesting choice, but I trust the champion to make the right. Trust. So, what was the first thing that came to mind when you won?
Ooh, my mind was definitely blanking out because I didn't expect to win. Like after game 1, it was like, oh, that was pretty rough, game 1. And then game 2 happened, and I looked at my opening hand, and it was like, how do you play out of 3 pilots and a show resolve as a Blurple player, essentially, right?
Yeah.
So I got really lucky for that game, and then after I finally won, I guess I was like, wow, that's crazy. Especially like how I got there, playing LCQ and stuff. It was like everything was just very surreal. It was like a dream, essentially. So yeah, I don't know. My head was blank, and I was like, dang, I can't believe this is happening to me.
Oh, that's so cute. At what point did you realize you were hungry? I don't know. That's like that's the first thing that comes to mind. Every time I'm done some type of like say new type or everything, my first thing is like, I need to eat now. I'm so hungry.
Oh no. Maybe it's because I've played enough. Like I'm used to playing like long days. I usually try not to eat. I usually just I just run on caffeine or sugar. That's like my thing. But yeah, but after the finals, I was like, yo, I'm like so mentally drained after all this. I'm like, it's such a long day. Yeah, so I guess my first meal after that was basically just combini food from the convenience store, because that was like, I was like, I'm done. I'm so tired. Let me just grab a quick bite and call it a day.
Oh, okay. So I think this is one of the questions that I'm curious about, and then also I'm pretty sure other people are curious about. But throughout the day of your finals, what was like the drink that you went to, or like the food that you went to keep you like low key alive during that day?
Okay, always some kind of like coffee or milk tea was
Mhm.
like my go-to, just because I need the caffeine or sugar.
Yeah.
Food-wise, it was either onigiri or like how do you say it? Like the hot food chicken, like chicken.
Karaage, like fried chicken.
Yeah, sort of like that. Like yeah,
Oh.
not the family chicken, but like let's say the Lawson chicken. It's basically like just a
Oh.
cutlet, basically. Yeah,
Aw, these are such comforting foods.
it is.
Okay, expanding on that because I'm just curious myself. What's your favorite bubble tea?
What's my favorite bubble tea?
Yeah.
Like brand or like the drink type?
Oh, the drink, bubble tea.
I think it's either jasmine or roasted milk tea is my go-to usually now. Yeah.
Oh, such classics. Oh my god. I think they're also my go-to when just want like I want the classic bubble tea, then I go for it. If I'm not there to try out new flavors. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like my comfort food.
Yeah.
It's like
Aw.
everything I'm used to, like, oh, okay, I can relax.
Oh, so nice.
Okay, okay.
Last question. If you could design a world champion promo card based on yourself, what would your pilot ability be?
Ooh, this one is actually super hard. Uh, okay, there's like two options. One's a really like cop-out answer, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's based on Hero and Kira essentially. So
Mm-hmm.
Hero like literally takes damage all the time in Wing,
Yeah.
but somehow like fully recovers. So
Yeah.
my go-to would be like repair, but that's
Oh.
already in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Kira for the other one, basically like he goes into like seed mode and becomes like sees the future or like for like clairvoyant stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard for that to be implemented in the game. So I was like, the closest thing I could think of was like prevent the next instance of damage on your Gundam that would happen. So it's like you can see the future, so you can prevent the damage. Is like my thought process essentially.
Oh, that would be super cool. Oh. But Jay, really though, if you're as a world champion, if they ever gave you the choice of like doing, like having what's called fulfilling your one wish, please bring Beta back. Please just let us.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I could bring back Vita
Yeah.
back. Oh, that'd be so cool.
I know. I wish it was like what's it called? I think I believe in other games such as League, like the winner get to choose some type of like skin. So I wish that it would have the same for Gundam TCG. I think it would be really fun, and I think if it becomes like meta, it'll be so funny to like see your either like your own face or like a cartoon version of your face every time like people play uses you as a pilot. It would be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Either pilot or maybe an EX resource or just something like a small, like maybe I'm in the background or something.
Yeah.
Something small just to like shout out, be like, oh shoot,
Mhm.
that'd be super cool if that ever happened in Gundam.
Exactly. Jay, now that you have won world championships, have you thought about opening up like a YouTube channel or streaming to teach us all your tactics and secret strategies?
Yeah, I've thought about it. Definitely, my friends want me to. It's like, all right, so I think I'm gonna actually start something very casual, something very informative or very chill. Like I'll probably be just playing on MSA or something, and then doing breakdowns of like decks and stuff, and like it's just gameplay, something super easy. Hopefully, people just can learn from it, or like hopefully see how I play this game, and maybe they'll improve their gameplay as well. Yeah.
Definitely, I think it'll be really helpful, especially watching you play live. I noticed that there are certain, I guess, strategies that I would have never thought of. It's just not in my brain. So looking at you and see you pull those moves, I was like, God damn, this is why he's the world champion. I'm not.
Thank you. No, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's definitely a very exciting final game. I think even as like me playing it, I was like, dang, this is a crazy game 3. Like everything was like back and forth. It was like what a crazy game that was.
Oh, so good. I was very, very thoroughly surprised by all the moves that you and your opponent both pulled. So that's good. I think a lot of us enjoyed it, especially I did stay up until 5 a.m. watching your live.
Thanks.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks,
it
Mom.
was a really bad timing for NA, basically, if you were in NA to watch it. Yeah.
But we thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much for joining this interview. I had a really good time just chatting with you and learning about you. And we're really looking forward to your new YouTube channel. And please let me know so that I can give you a shout out, definitely, if you do create it. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you.
Thanks.
That is the shyest Vi I've seen.
I can't. I'm an introvert. Too shy.
Oh, it's so cute.